In 1896, Europe believed its empire was invincible. Across Africa, colonial flags were raised, and freedom was extinguished. But in the high mountains of the north, one nation, led by an emperor and an empress of steel, prepared to issue a challenge the West would never forget. The spark for this conflict was not a battle, but a piece of paper. The Treaty of Wuchale, a treaty of peace that hid a poison pill. The Italian version claimed Ethiopia was an Italian protectorate. The Amharic version claimed they were sovereign equals. When the deception was discovered, the Italian diplomats sought to pressure Emperor Menelik II. But they failed to account for his wife, Empress Tetu Betul. It was Tetu who, with cold resolve, tore up the treaty and declared, "You wish to make us your pupils. That will never be. If this means war, then let war come." Her defiance unified the nation. The unification, Menelik issued the call for total mobilization. From all corners of the ancient kingdom, over 100,000 warriors Tigrayans, Oromos, Amharas marched. It was an army far larger than the Italian command, under General Oreste Baratieri, had ever predicted. The Italian myth of superiority. Baratieri commanded about 17,000 men, relying on the century-old colonial assumption that African numbers meant nothing against European technology. His biggest flaw? Logistics. His troops were starving, morale was low, and supplies were depleted after months of waiting. Baratieri's catastrophic blunder. On the night of February 29th, driven by pressure from Rome and dwindling rations, Baratieri ordered a disastrous preemptive attack. He moved his 4 separate brigades under the cover of darkness. But the mountains had no respect for European maps. The rugged, unforgiving terrain forced the columns to separate, creating massive fatal gaps in the Italian line. The trap, the Ethiopians, masters of the terrain and fully unified, didn't wait. They spotted the isolated columns. The first column to be surrounded, General Albertone's brigade, was annihilated after hours of fierce fighting, collapsing the Italian left flank. The Ethiopian wave. The defeat of the left flank gave Menelik the critical opening. He unleashed his vast reserve fresh, well-fed and ready. Ethiopian units executed a rapid mass maneuver, surrounding the remaining Italian columns and crushing them from all sides. The rout became a slaughter. The Italian brigades, scattered and disoriented, ran into each other. Rifles and artillery became useless. The Ethiopian cavalry hunted the fleeing soldiers across the difficult terrain, turning a strategic blunder into a catastrophic, humiliating defeat. 70% killed or captured. By nightfall on March 1st, the unthinkable had happened. The Italian army had been completely broken. Out of 17,000 men, over 7,000 were killed and 4,000 were captured. It was a staggering 70% casualty rate. The Ethiopian victory at Adwa was not just a battle won. It was a military masterclass that preserved Africa's oldest independent empire. The defeat at Adwa sent shockwaves across the globe. It proved that African military forces, when unified and intelligently led, could utterly crush a major European power. The victory instantly became a beacon of hope, inspiring generations of anti-colonial movements from the Caribbean to India. The Obsidian Empire of Ethiopia stood firm. Subscribe now to ensure you never miss the Untold military stories that shaped our world. The Obsidian Empire. Uncover African untold stories.